Hello and welcome to another video for Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we are looking at something that's now fairly old, but is very, very exciting and absolutely fantastic in my eyes. We are looking at a 2007 release by Hasbro from their 30th anniversary series of action figures, playsets and battle packs. And this particular item we are looking at today is of the Betrayal On Felucia battle pack, and it contains 5 action figures, which we briefly saw in the final movie of the second trilogy, or the prequel trilogy, Revenge of the Sith. Okay, so this is the box in front of us, and it says Star Wars, and it's got 30th, which is 1977 to 2007. Obviously, the original movie was released in 77. It's got Revenge of the Sith, number 3 at the top right-hand corner. And behind the bubble, you can see the figures in this set, which we come to in a little while. And at the bottom, it's got ages 4 and above, item number 87367. Warning, choking hazard, small parts not for children under 3 years. It says Betrayal On Felucia and battle packs. Okay, so that is the front of the pack, and what I'm going to want to do now is I'm just going to turn the pack round to the back, and we're going to have a look at what we've got printed on the reverse. Okay, so I've turned the box round to the back, and again you can see you've got Star Wars logo on the left hand side. It says Betrayal On Felucia, and it reads: the humid forest world of Felucia is teeming with fungal life forms and enormous plants. Near the end of the Clone Wars, Jedi General Aayla Secura leads a mission to Felucia to rescue captured Jedi and stop a plot to poison the planet. Accompanying Secura is the 327th Star Corps of clone troopers led by Commander Bly. As the team picks its way through the dense foliage, Bly receives a transmission to enact Order 66. In an instant, Secura is struck down by the troops she trusted with her life. Okay, and it says Clone Trooper. The clone troopers in the 327th Star Corps served with Aayla Secura during the Clone Wars under the command of Commander Bly. The troopers have taken part in battles on many worlds, including New Hostis, Hongra, Anzac, and Selakamari. Aayla Secura, one of the few Jedi to survive the Battle of Geonosis. Aayla Secura has led many campaigns during the Clone Wars. The athletic and graceful Twi'lek has no idea that this mission will end in a deadly and unexpected manner. And Clone Commander Bly. Clone Commanders were part of ARC Trooper Alpha's advanced training program that allowed certain clones to maintain a sense of individuality and independent thinking, critical to the role of leading the infantry forces in battle. And it says also look for these other great Star Wars battle packs, each sold separately. So you've got the Battle of Geonosis, Capture of Tantive 4, and Jedi Training on Dagobah. And each of those we do have available on the Midas Touch website. Okay, on the bottom right hand corner you've got the Star Wars logo, the Star Wars web address, and the copyright and licensing information. It says Lucasfilms 2005. Sorry, 2006, I beg your pardon. Okay, so that's the back of the pack. I'm just going to drop the pack forward and turn it up the right way, which will be quite helpful. And again, it says Battle Packs, Betrayal On Felucia, Star Wars. And if I turn the box over to the bottom, yeah, we've got exactly the same again. Star Wars, Battle On Felucia, Battle Packs. But we've also got, again, the copyright information, 30th anniversary below the sticker, and the barcode, and the item number 87367, Battle On Felucia. Okay, that's the box. Now let's open this. Well, I don't know if we can open this box up. We'll have a look. If we can, we take it out. If we can't, we just have a look at it through the window. Okay, so I managed to remove the inner packaging from the box, but I can't remove anything from the inner packaging as you can see, it is all literally, all the figures are literally strapped in. They've got strapping around them that hold them into positions, as you can see, and I couldn't remove that without destroying the whole of the back packet, so I'm not going to do that. We're just going to have a look at the figures on the inner packaging. But to be honest with you, I would never remove these from that packaging anyway. This display looks absolutely phenomenal. The figures look incredible. The backdrop just looks amazing. And yeah, it just looks so good that I would never remove them. I would maybe even leave it in the box and display it. I'm not quite sure, but it's such a good display set that it is something that I would not remove. Okay, let's have a look at the figures, because the figures do look awesome. We're going to start with Aayla, because she just looks incredible. So we're looking at the figure, which is just under 10 centimeters, which is 3 3/4 inch. She measures width-wise. What are we looking at? We're looking at about, if we measure from where her hand is across, we're looking at about 4 centimeters. Her lightsaber, well, that measures 7 centimeters. And depth-wise, it's the usual 2 centimeters. Now, all the figures are pretty much the same height. The width on the troopers are wider, but articulation-wise, you can see she's got knee joints, hip joints at the top, and waist joint. The tops of the arms move. I don't think, yeah, the hands do move, so you can turn the hands from side to side, and the shoulders. So great articulation there, and also the head would turn, because these particular ones are on ball joints, so the head would turn. So great articulation, and an absolutely incredible looking figure. Now, the clone troopers are pretty much all the same size figures again, just they're a little bit wider. They measure 4 centimeters in width. Well, actually, it's about the same width when you measure from her arms, but so they're about 4 centimeters again. The same type of articulation, so you can see in the clone troopers themselves, the head is going to move, the tops of the shoulders, the tops of the arms. They've got the twist section on the arms, so the hands won't move on these, but the arms will. The waist, the tops of the legs, and the knee joints, and the feet as well. And also, as one thing I didn't mention on Aayla, is her feet move as well. So the articulation on these figures are fantastic, absolutely incredible. The colours of these troopers are yellow, and there you can see Commander Bly with his yellow markings. So he's got the thick yellow mark across the top of his helmet and around his chin area, and then he's got the thick yellow mark on his legs and across his arms. Whereas the clone troopers, as you can see next to him, they've just got the narrow, and it's more of a gold mark really on the troopers rather than the yellow. The yellow is certainly brighter on the commander, but again, good markings. And they've also got this skirt on as well, which I didn't mention, but again, that's soft pliable rubber, so it is movable in and to stand them in different positions. And of course, they all come with their weapons. Let's zoom in, and you can see these clone troopers guns or rifles, whatever you like to call them, or rifle blasters, and they're all holding their own blasters. There we go, there's the fourth one. These figures are just absolutely fantastic. The 30th anniversary series was amazing. The battle packs were just something else. With the backdrop, they just look absolutely incredible. And for me, with the backdrop, like I say, look at that. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? And that's exactly how I would display it. But that's me. Everybody has their own opinion, and that is mine. So, how well did these figures do back in 2007? Well, these battle packs were very limited releases, and they were only released for that 30th anniversary year. They did release quite a lot of single figures, but the battle packs or sets were not very high numbers. They were very, very low quantities. And these particular troopers, this battalion of the 327th Star Corps, these particular colour troopers are only available in this box set, because they were literally only appeared in the Betrayal on Felucia, which was after Order 66 was issued, and on Revenge of the Sith you saw that final little scene where the troopers turned on Aayla and killed her. So it was only actually on screen for a few seconds, yeah, I mean, it's one of the memorable scenes where the clone troopers turned on their Jedi Masters. So, but there we are. That was Revenge of the Sith. That's what it was all about. So, now, we know it's low numbers. We know they didn't sell as many as the single figures. And we also know that these were very, very limited. Now, let's move forward nearly 20 years. It's not quite 20 years, 2007. So we're talking 17 years on. Do they come up for sale often on the platforms? Well, this particular set, no. This particular set very, very, very rarely ever comes up on the platforms, because it was such a low number and such a specialised one. I really don't think that there was that many of these particular ones. So certainly not here in the UK anyway. I don't know about the rest of the world, but certainly here in the UK the numbers were so small, and these items were, well, they just don't appear on the platforms these days. You might find the odd one every now and again, but other than that, I couldn't find one when I was looking to see if they appear very often, and if many of them have appeared over the last year. I couldn't find any. So you know, you might find one that pops up every now and again, but you can rest assured it's going to be big bucks, because it's such a rare and collectible set. However, as you know, we at Midas Touch have managed to find these sets. Now, again, these were part of a shop buyout, a shop that had closed down, and we went in and bought out all their stock on the shop floor, and also their stock in the stock room. And this was one of those items that was left over from the 30th anniversary series that was just piled into their stock room and left there, and it was one of the items that we rescued. And for me, all the items in the stock room were the most fascinating of all, because they went back over 40-50 years of how long the shop was there for. So we have this one particular set, and this one particular set is currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Star Wars items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that this is something you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this absolutely amazing figure set with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.